Early life and beginnings. Wayne Michael Bridge was born on August 5, 1980, in Southampton, England. From a young age, he showed a natural aptitude for football, a talent that was nurtured within his local community. Growing up in a family with a keen interest in sports, Bridge was encouraged to pursue his passion for football. He joined the Southampton youth system early on, where his abilities as a left-back began to stand out. Bridge's professional career began at Southampton, where he progressed through the youth ranks and made his first team debut at just 17 years old. The young defender quickly impressed with his pace, technical ability, and solid defensive skills. By the time he was 19, he had firmly established himself as the first-choice left-back for the club, catching the attention of top Premier League sides. Rise to prominence at Southampton. Bridge's performances at Southampton during the late 1990s and early 2000s earned him recognition as one of the brightest defensive prospects in English football. His speed and ability to support the attack from fullback were key attributes that set him apart from other defenders. During the 2001-2002 season, Bridge was a regular starter for Southampton in the Premier League, and his displays earned him a call-up to the England national team. It was at Southampton where Bridge truly began to make a name for himself. His most notable moment during this period came in 2002, when he helped the club secure a top-8 finish in the league. His performances on the left flank, both defensively and offensively, made him one of the most highly sought-after players in English football. Bridge's consistent form at Southampton also saw him make his debut for the England senior team in 2002, marking the beginning of his international career. He went on to earn 36 caps for his country, playing in major international tournaments such as the 2004 UEFA European Championship and the 2006 FIFA World Cup. Although his role in the national team was not always a starting one, Bridge's inclusion in key matches showed his value to England. Premier League success at Chelsea. In 2003, Bridge made a high-profile move to Chelsea, a club on the rise under the ownership of Russian billionaire Roman Abramovich. The transfer, worth £7 million, was a significant step in Bridge's career, both in terms of his ambition and the level of competition he would face. Joining a squad that was beginning to build a dynasty in English football, Bridge was part of a Chelsea team that boasted some of the best players in the world. At Chelsea, Bridge established himself as the club's first-choice left-back, enjoying success both domestically and in Europe. During his time at Stamford Bridge, Bridge won multiple Premier League titles, FA Cups, and League Cups. His attacking runs down the left wing, combined with his solid defending, were key to Chelsea's success. Bridge formed a formidable partnership with the likes of Frank Lampard, Didier Drogba, and John Terry as Chelsea became one of the dominant forces in English football. One of Bridge's most significant achievements at Chelsea came in the 2004-2005 season, when the team won the Premier League title under manager José Mourinho. This was Chelsea's first league title in 50 years, and Bridge played a crucial role in their success, contributing with assists and solid defensive work. The club's defensive record that season, with Bridge at left-back, was one of the best in Premier League history. However, his time at Chelsea was not without competition. The arrival of Ashley Cole from Arsenal in 2006, widely considered one of the best left-backs in the world, led to Bridge losing his starting position. Despite his continued professionalism, Bridge found himself relegated to a backup role at the club. He remained at Chelsea until 2009, but his first-team opportunities became increasingly limited due to the rise of Cole and injuries that hampered his consistency. Loan moves and transition to Manchester City. After his time at Chelsea, Bridge was loaned out to West Ham United in 2009, where he made a brief impact, before eventually making a permanent move to Manchester City in the 2009-2010 season. At City, Bridge was once again part of a team undergoing significant changes, with the club investing heavily in new players following their acquisition by Sheikh Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan. At Manchester City, Bridge was involved in an era of major transition for the club. However, his time at City was less successful than his earlier years at Southampton and Chelsea. Although Bridge was able to contribute to the team, particularly during his first season at the club, his place in the team became more uncertain as City continued to strengthen their squad with big-name signings. Eventually, Bridge fell out of favor at the club, and after spending the 2011 to 2012 season on loan at Brighton and Hove Albion, he was released by Manchester City in 2013. Later years and retirement. After leaving Manchester City, Bridges' career saw him take brief spells at lower league clubs. He joined Reading in 2013 but was unable to cement a regular starting place. And by 2014, at the age of 34, he decided to retire from professional football. Despite his earlier success in the Premier League, injuries and the natural progression of his career led to Bridge stepping away from the game at a relatively young age for a footballer. Bridges' post-retirement life has been relatively low-key, and he has occasionally worked as a pundit for various media outlets. He has also taken part in charity events and played in some Legends matches. Despite his early retirement, Bridges' legacy in English football remains intact due to his contributions to clubs like Chelsea, Southampton, and Manchester City, as well as his role in the national team. Personal life. Off the pitch, Bridges' personal life has attracted attention, particularly his high-profile relationship with Cheryl Tweedy, a member of the pop group Girls Aloud. The couple's relationship, which ended amid a publicized affair scandal involving John Terry, his former Chelsea teammate, dominated headlines for a time. Despite the controversies, Bridge has maintained a relatively private life after football, focusing on his family and business interests. Legacy and conclusion. Wayne Bridges' career is remembered for his speed, defensive prowess, and attacking contributions as a left-back. Although his time at the very top of English football was not as long as some of his contemporaries, his achievements at Chelsea, Southampton, and Manchester City, as well as his international career with England, cement his place in the annals of Premier League history. Bridges' ability to thrive at multiple top-flight clubs, his versatility, and his professionalism throughout his career are defining features of his legacy. His time at Chelsea, where he won numerous trophies, particularly stands out as the pinnacle of his club career. Despite challenges with injuries and competition for his position, Bridges' impact on the English game remains significant, and he will always be regarded as one of the top left-backs of his generation. Though his career was cut short by injury, Wayne Bridges' footballing journey took him from the humble beginnings at Southampton to the heights of the Premier League with Chelsea, where he etched his name into the history books. Today, his name is synonymous with solid defending, hard work, and the triumphs of Chelsea's golden era in the mid-2000s.